Welcome back, everyone, to another Den of Weaves reaction video. I'm Frankie,
I am AJ.
and today we've got a little bit of a different one. So first one we did Your Broken Hero, Letter to Ashley. Second one we did Spirit Box Constance, which was great. And then this one is going to be an acoustic version from Newfound Glory called Greatest of All Time. I actually like this because apparently this is something they started on their YouTube channel where they do like acoustic versions of their existing songs. And fun fact about me, I really love unplugged and like acoustic versions of songs that already exists from the artist. It kind of takes me back to like MTV Unplugged,
Yeah.
where they would go on and they would do like those shows. And I think it's like a proving ground
hmm
for an artist to see like, do you only sound good with recording, or can you actually make that sound with like no effects? It's almost like a rapper going on a radio show and freestyling
Yeah.
or doing like something like it's kind of like the proving ground. So I love watching and hearing these. I can spend hours doing it. Um, but also I have to thank AJ for really getting me into this band because I always knew who they were, but until KatsuCon this past year, I was never really into them. And then he made me listen to My Friends Over You, and now I love them. I love Newfound Glory now. I listen to them all the time.
You had like a spiritual awakening to like
Emo and
emo and
like
everything
all
that
this stuff.
like you were like I hate this stuff growing up, but it's like
I was like, I don't like them at all. And then you
yeah,
played them, and I was like, why didn't I like this? This is exactly what I would have
yeah.
liked.
But
Yeah, I was also just a cringe, like little metalhead back in the day too, where it's like, oh, it's not heavy metal. I don't want to listen to it, and I'm so ashamed. I missed out on so much good music.
yeah,
Okay, so whenever you're ready,
I'm good,
all right,
man.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Let's go.
I also love how goofy they are. Like, I love when bands and artists have a personality.
Mhm.
I called you last night when you were asleep. Pretend you let it ring, avoiding me. Said you
Okay,
needed
I've never heard them
time
live,
to
so it's awesome to
and
see his
space to
voice is like
process
that
what
good
it
live.
Yeah,
means. So I wrote it down instead. All the things that night I would have said. I drew stick figures of you and I on a hillside.
he has a
Drew
very
stick
unique
figures
voice,
of
and
you
I
Yeah.
and
like it a
me.
lot.
Don't you agree? We would make the best team better than the 96 Bulls ever were. Jordan, Rodman, and
This is like
Pippen wouldn't have known what had hit
Okay, pause
them.
it.
yeah, I have to pause it to talk about this.
Okay, so first of all, I want to point out how great it is that their chorus is about being better than the 96 Bulls, and the dude is wearing a Chicago Bulls hat.
Yeah.
Also, I just love that chorus, like the Jordan, Rodman, and Pippen wouldn't have known what had hit. I love that for some reason. I don't know why that sounds so good, but I love that chorus.
Um, yeah, it's super good. I mean, they're good. They're really good.
Hmm.
But the part that I have to touch on is I don't know if you never got into it. I don't even know why I'm saying this. But back in like the Boozle days, which if anybody wants to know what we're talking about Bamboozle. It was a festival in New Jersey. I went to it for 2 years. You went to it the first year that we went. But
Hmm.
got super into pop punk then because of Spencer. And pop punk had like taken a different kind of turn. It was kind of like it was just like a newer age of pop punk really. And
Hmm.
like hearing this is like it's like a mind fuck honestly because everybody had like the criticizing of the newer age of like pop punk because it didn't sound like Newfound Glory, Good Charlotte, Simple Plan, Blink 182, and like hearing this, which is a like staple in pop punk of a band, and hearing them play acoustically. And you can drag me in the comments if you want to, but it sounds like modern pop punk. Like when they do like acoustic tracks and everything like that, like it's like to the T. It's like now it's like seeing what those people were taking from inspiration from like bands that they liked growing up and then making it their own. All they were doing was just singing pop punk songs, but acoustically, like from back in the day. It's like, and this is like mind-boggling to me right now because it's like insane. I'm like losing. I love this. I love this song so far,
dude. And the thing is like, so this was the first time I ever heard this song. Like I had not heard this song until I saw this version, and I was just playing like the acoustic versions of like a bunch of their songs from this series. And like I agree, it's crazy because it harkens back to what I was talking about in the last video, like when people were dragging Metallica for making One, which was a ballad. Like people get so up in arms about bands or artists they like or within a genre they like doing something different, and I'm like, that's how the music evolves. For one, like that's how you get innovation, and two, who cares? Like they're artists. They're going to keep changing. Like I don't want to buy 5 Newfound Glory albums when they all sound like the first one. Like I want to hear something different each time. And like, and if your thing is like, oh, I'm just not a big fan of like the acoustic sound, like that's fine. That's totally valid. Everyone's got a different preference. But like for me, I think it's really awesome being able to hear the normal version of a song like this, which is very like pop punk, you know, standard, and then hearing an acoustic version, because it's like you get 2 completely different feels from it, and you get such a different reaction from both of them in fantastic ways. One of my personal favorite bands that does it frequently is Seether. Drag me if you want for that. I don't care. I'll die on that hill. But Seether is very notorious for doing a lot of acoustic versions of their songs. And honestly, I like the acoustic versions of their most of their songs better than the original ones. So I think it's awesome when an artist can do that and make it sound really good. But on top of that, it being like the real test of the band as a whole, but especially the singer, because there's nothing to hide behind when you're doing something like this as like a vocalist. Like you're either going to suck ass or you're going to be good. And I like, for him, he sounds the same live as he does on record, even after all these years, which is insane.
Yeah. For real. All right.
But okay. I'm at 109. This song is so fucking good, AJ.
It really is, dude.
This is one of my favorite songs by them. And it's bad because part of what initially drew me to it is when me and they who will not be named, like it kind of reminded me of like when we first started talking, but because the feeling was similar. And then it's also funny because that song ending in tragedy reminds me of how things ended, and I'm just like, man, why is Newfound Glory hitting me in all the feels, man? Why are they the ones that like encapsulate how I feel?
You're ridiculous. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
I hear my doorbell ring and it's you outside with tears in your eyes from your late night drive. I know you're scared and so am I, but I think that's a sign we're worth a try. And I wrote it down instead. All the things that night I couldn't say. I drew stick figures of you and I
can't get over how good this is.
Dude, it is obnoxiously good. I love because they kind of are on the same pace as the original song too.
Yeah.
We are what we've been waiting for. I think we are what we've been waiting for. I think we are.
So good.
It really is.
I think we are what we've been waiting for. I think we are what we've been waiting for. Stick
And he's actually got a pretty good voice too.
He does.
hillside. Stick figures of you and me. Don't you agree? Stick figures of you and I on a hillside. Stick figures of you and me. Don't you agree? We would make the best team better than the 96 Bulls ever were. Jordan, Rodman, and Pippen wouldn't have known what had hit them.
God, dude, I love that so much.
Dude, so like I was saying before, I love how for the most part, because I think at the end there the kind of pace changed a little bit, or they changed it up, which I love because it sounds perfect there. But a lot of acoustic versions will like slow down
Mhm.
from the original versions, and which is totally fine because for once again it's kind of like two different versions of it.
Yeah,
But I like how they kept the same kind of speed to it, but it's just so good.
it really is. I'm just still like mind blown at how just making something acoustic is, I don't know, it's just like old Real Friends songs from like
Hmm.
their like little EPs that they'd put out for free. It's just like I can't get over it. Like I want
Yeah.
did they release are they releasing like an acoustic album or is this like a whole
Oh, so this is
series?
just something that they started this year on their YouTube channel. There's a
Okay.
bunch more acoustic
Yeah,
versions
I'll be
of
watching
their
more of
songs.
it. So,
Dude, I already did.
yeah.
Is the thing is like for me, I connect with songs that like especially the lyrics um kind of like remind me of something or I can connect to, which like I told you before, this absolutely does. Like a few of their songs kind of connect with like past relationships for me, but it's just for me the big thing with this type of thing with them doing like acoustic versions is it just takes me back to when I was like in high school and I'm turning on VH1 or MTV and you get like unplugged versions of songs and you would listen to like Korn Unplugged or like Seether or Nirvana or whoever it was, like all the big bands did it. Like if you were a big band, you did like MTV Unplugged or some version of it or like AOL sessions or something like
Yeah.
that. And like, good old 240p. I only got 240 pixels for you. No HD here. You can physically count the pixels on your screen. But like it is I love it so much. As much as I love like metal and heavier music and like drop D fucking chugging, like I absolutely love acoustic versions of songs. It is like
Yeah.
some of my favorite versions um of anything. Like period. I love it so. This song's so good.
It really
It's
is.
so good.
Yeah, I guess we can close it out, man.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We appreciate you watching the video. We hope you enjoy it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell if you want notifications on our next video. If you think this is a terrible video, let us know in the comments and
Yeah.
fry us up. If you have any cool video suggestions that we may not have seen, let us know in the comments and we can check it out for sure. But other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace up.
Oh
A
yeah.
Town Down.
Oh yeah.